Next, I would like to introduce our next speaker, Ms. Ellen Abellera, and she is the President and CEO of Philippine AM Resources for Educational Advancement, Culture, and Technology.
It is such a great pleasure and a great privilege for me to give honor to Sukarya and to Meera. Thank you very much. You know, I've lived a life of public service here in the state of Washington since for 35 years. And everything that you have said, you know, what Huda had said and Sukarya have said, they are so close to my heart. And I was almost just tearing up, you know, just watching the video and listening to them. Thank you so much, Meera, for all your work, you know. I know that you could have lived, you know, an easier life, but you opted to make a difference in your community and the people that you wanted to serve. And thank you very much for that, you know. It is so gratifying that we all have a job to do. And as they were talking, and Sri talking about love, love does not remain by itself. You have to put action to love. And service is love and action. And this really just encompasses the whole wisdom of public service, of empowerment, because Sukarya is doing that right now. And to bring education to the children, you know, to the slum area is just amazing. I am just so humbled because any country can do that. Anybody can do that. We just need to have that energy, that vitality, and that political will, you know, to just do something. Bringing education, and even to the children, to the families, and not only that, but caring about their health care, about everything that they need to have, you know, in order to have access to health care. You know, it just brings home, you know, what even in state government can do. Because when I used to work and served as the executive director for the Commission on Asian Pacific American Affairs under the administrations of Governor Gary Locke and Governor Chris Gregoire, that's what we have always taught, you know, to bring government to the people. Bring government to the people, not government, not the people to go to government, but bring them to the people. And so, in 2005, we actually had the first Health Disparity Summit in the state of Washington under Governor Chris Gregoire, and Dash was a commissioner of the Commission on Asian Pacific American Affairs. We worked together, and that was a call to action so that we would eliminate health disparities in communities of color here in the state of Washington. At that time, the state of Washington and nationally, Asian Americans, Asian Pacific Islanders, African Americans, Hispanics, and people of color, we lived shorter lives than whites. And so that call to action was really to get people together, you know, in order that we can do something, you know, to access health care. And so what was the purpose of that summit? It's actually to have cultural competency in healthcare for all communities, to have more insurance privileges for everyone, especially for children, the accessibility to healthcare, and also to be able to participate in all healthcare issues. And because also the communities that I have mentioned, they suffered more from cancer, from cardiovascular diseases, from tuberculosis, from HIV/AIDS, and so many maternal care complications. And we had to do something. And you know what? The fruits of that Disparity Summit actually brought 73,000 more coverage to children. Yes. And then the health disparity, the governor's interagency council to reduce health disparities was formed, passed by the state legislature in 2006. And up to now, it is an active status, and which Sukarya USA can also access. So it is up to now, and they are, I hope, there will be another health disparity summit, because we just all need to get together to be able to do this. But all that I have mentioned, it needs all communities to participate. We need to do networking here in the USA, but there are resources that we can access in the state. That's why, that's what you call empowerment. The empowerment, we have to empower ourselves. We have to empower our women to speak up. And it takes courage to do that. They need our love, our push, to be able for them to do that. We need to do it all together. And so that's why, remember, we all have a work to do. Let's just be inspired by what Sukarya is doing. Let us get together and work with Meera, and we have to empower ourselves, empower our children. So it doesn't end. You know, under Governor Gary Luck's administration, we also came up with the education gap. And in the administration of Governor Bruce Gregoire, now the achievement gap study passed, and there is also an interagency council to also address education disparity, the education gap. So let's all work together. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you for giving me the chance to talk, and congratulations again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ellen. It's such a privilege to have you.